Hello guys, it is Creative Theories here, and D23 has come and gone, and with it we got a lot of surprises. But in my opinion, the biggest surprise is Inside Out 2. I'm not sure how I feel about this, considering the first film was so great and ended so perfectly that them adding to it might ruin it. We knew if they ever did do a sequel, it would be about Pixar tackling puberty, and whether we wanted to see that was another question, as it could either be brilliant and very helpful and inspiring, or really bad. But I guess once Pixar released Turning Red, they think they've mastered how to portray puberty. Along with this announcement, we had the announcement that new emotions will be joining Riley in her head. So today, we're going to be working out who these emotions might be, and why on earth we've never seen them before. Let's get into it. But before we get any further, please make sure that you've clicked the red subscribe button down below and have your notifications turned on, so that you get notified every time we make any brand new Pixar videos. So, this sequel is going to be taking place in Riley's puberty years. Whether it will be a long journey through puberty or just a time during puberty similar to the first film, we're yet to know about. We of course saw at the end of the first film a new control pad being installed in Riley's head that has a big red button called puberty on it. It was kind of like a big tease to any future installments, and many people have made some hilarious memes and video edits of what a future Inside Out could be all about puberty. In this new film, the button will be pressed and we'll see Riley transform from a child to a teenager, and maybe to the early stages of adulthood, or they might leave that for number 3. We can expect some drastic changes to take place during this time. Physical, emotional, and of course mental. Now, most of the people watching this video will have either been through puberty or are going through it, and will know just how hard this time in someone's life can be. The rush of uncertainty and emotional trauma and the impact these changes can have on a person could mean we're in for a very interesting and very chaotic and emotional ride, and I cannot wait. The biggest thing about this reveal is that there is going to be new emotions added into Riley's head. Now, they weren't specific about this, whether that means new emotions joining the core 5, or emotions that are simply walking around in Riley's head and not in the control room. Whatever happens, it matters a lot. Riley was already a special case with her emotions in terms of the Pixar universe. She has male and female emotions, whereas we see everyone else in Inside Out only having one or the other. The mum has all female emotions, the dad has all male emotions, and all of her classmates all have emotions that fit the gender they are in. Now, whether you can say emotions have a gender in the first place, the voices that play each emotion was clearly chosen by Pixar on purposely, so this matters. And now, with Riley having even more emotions added into her brain, it makes her even more separate from everyone else. So, what's going on? Now, we don't know whether adults also had extra emotions at some point in their life. All we know is that by adulthood, people only have the main 5 emotions. And since we've never seen inside a teenager's brain before, it could mean that every teenager in the Pixar universe gets more emotions as their body and mind changes, but once they've gone through puberty, these emotions then leave. However, I'm not sure how I feel about this, because as the core memories are shown through the emotions, surely the adults would then have core memories showing these other emotions as well, and it would also mean that new emotions just appear and then disappear, and that doesn't seem very realistic. People have also made charts about how the core 5 emotions from the first film can lead to lots of other emotions as well by combining them, and that was kind of one of the key messages from the first film. So why is Riley getting new emotions, and why have we never seen this done before? Well, it's still a mystery, but if I had to guess the reason now, I'd say it might be to do with Riley having mental health issues, or she is struggling with her identity in this film. Now, whether Pixar would go that far or even be allowed to by Disney and the countries that this film could premiere in is another question, but Pixar has been more outspoken with these topics in more recent years, and maybe this could be the first time we see Pixar outwardly show someone who struggles with their mental health issues is part of the LGBTQIA+ community or something similar. So, what could these new emotions be? Well, the main actress from Inside Out, Amy Poehler, talked about her experience and experiences she's heard about being a teenager. She says, "There's a lot of very complicated feelings about who am I, where do I fit in, Sometimes your brain is not your friend, but then also it's a time of real exploration, letting things go that don't work for you anymore, taking big swings and big chances. You're supposed to make a lot of mistakes. It's an adventurous time and it can be really treacherous. It's just making me even more excited for this movie, as it just has so much potential if properly done. And there we heard Pola talking about a lot of themes similar to identity, similar to the themes that we were discussing before, so maybe that's the route they're going down with Riley. Pola mentions emotions such as feeling frustrated or like you're very in between, so maybe a new emotion could be indecisiveness or unpredictable, which could fit with this theme as well. Other emotions related to teenage years and the development of the mind could be attraction, for example sexual attraction, if they were going to go down that route, sensitivity, self-consciousness, expressiveness, responsibility, trauma, trust, stress, anticipation, surprise, pride, all relate to this as well. When Pixar was first developing Inside Out, they had to cut back on a lot of other emotions, so they could just add in all of these rejected ones. For example, love, sympathy, amused, hilarity, and more. These new emotions could also depend on what age Riley is going to be in the film. If she's only 1 year older after the first film, she'll only be 12. Or is it going to look at her as a 16, 17-year-old where maybe these emotions are a bit more developed, and she has to deal with stuff like exams and social media? If they were going down the biological route, we could see Riley in her brain experience hormones and romantic attractions. Who knows, maybe these could even play like a funny villainous role or something like that in the brain. The outlook of the brain could easily change as well with all of these chemical changes. The dad and mum's control rooms all reflect their personalities, so Riley's control room might change and develop as well. Along with this, the island of personalities could change as well as new ones being added. The new emotions might not also be brand new characters, but the current emotions could have just evolved more. Inside Out already has the 5 core emotions of a human. Many consider there to be 6, with surprise being the only other one that wasn't added in the film. So new emotions could just mean sub-emotions that the current emotions evolve into. For example, anger could evolve into frustration sometimes. I know Pixar have said that 2 of the actors who played some of the emotions might not be returning, but I'm not sure whether that means that those emotions definitely aren't returning, because I don't think that's likely. They might just replace the actors. Whatever these new emotions are, I think this could be one of Pixar's most important films to date, especially with the amount of young people affected by mental health issues and prejudice towards that in today's society. It could be really interesting to see how Riley uses these new emotions to work out her identity, whether that even means changing it. But anyway guys, that is the end of this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, make sure that you smash that like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Guys, let me know down below in the comments, what do you think about this? What brand new emotions do you think Riley is going to get? And do you think this hints towards maybe this film being about Riley discovering her identity, or something along that theme and those lines? And do you have any idea as to why Riley has male and female emotions, and why Riley is getting brand new emotions when we've never seen this done before? Let me know all your thoughts down there, and as always, we've been here at Gate of Theories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.